Season 1. There are many ways to skin a cat. Also to create a farm. And never waste your diamonds on a hoe. YouTube, what's going on, guys? We're back with episode 2 of this hardcore Let's Play. I am the Dapper Duff. We covered the leather farm, right? In the last episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you didn't, then there'll be a pop-up somewhere on the screen, so you can check that out if you'd like to learn how to create an infinite source of leather and steak. Super useful, especially early on in the game. Today, we need to make sure we have enough of this stuff right here, wheat. And so we're going to learn how to create an efficient crop farm. If you guys do enjoy this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to continue to get notified about the future episodes in this series. And if you'd like to hang out with me live, come by the stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/TheDapperDuff. Now, let's get into the video. So, we're going to build a crop farm. Really two major reasons. The first is we want to support this build right here, making sure that we have enough wheat to continue to feed our cows very regularly. That way they can continue to reproduce and fill this little box so that eventually some of them suffocate and die for the greater good in the survival of this series. The other purpose of creating a crop farm is that villagers, especially farmers, will trade with you for emeralds. And those emeralds can be used economically to trade for things that would benefit you as a player. For instance, if I could trade a bunch of potatoes to get emeralds from that farmer and trade those emeralds for enchanted books with a librarian, maybe I can get some pretty cool enchantments for my armor, my tools, my weapons, which would make the game a lot more easy and a lot more fun. All right, to successfully build a farm, let's talk about the things that you need. Seeds, this could be carrots, potatoes, wheat, and beetroots. We also need a hoe, we need a shovel, we need a bucket of water, we need lighting, and there's a few optional things as well. That would be fencing, bone meal, and trapdoors. I'll show you what I mean and why those things could be beneficial to you during the build process. Let's go ahead and gather some of these resources. I do already have seeds from wheat, and you get those from just smacking the grass here. Not the Enderman, stay away from him. And look at that, you got some seeds. So if you're ever in the plains biome, you can just run around gathering as many seeds as possible. Starting out early game, it's not important that you grab like a whole stack of seeds. However, if you want to, so that you can make your farm produce faster, great. Benefit of the villages is that oftentimes they'll be growing a variety of crops, and we have that here. Very fortunate. So we've got beets. We picked up some beetroot and some beetroot seeds. And we've also got, we already have a few potatoes. I'm not going to steal his. But we've also got carrots. We now have the ability to plant potatoes, beets, wheat, and carrots. Pretty cool. Especially because, look at these farmer villagers. This guy would take 20 wheat and 22 carrots in order to get an emerald from him. And I believe we have another farm. Hello, monsieur. Please, hello. Oh. Hi. Look at that, beets and potatoes for this guy for emeralds as well. Can help with the economy, some early game trades. Once we build other things like iron farms, this becomes kind of a moot point. But the other benefit is that when this farmer is being productive and they are creating crops, they then pass that food to the other villagers during their little nightly meeting at town square, and the villagers mate. If there's no food coming into these villagers, they do not mate, and they do not breed. If there's no food coming into the economy of this village, then these villagers will not reproduce. Especially when we want to make trades easier and have multiple villagers in the same role, we want to make sure that we have a plentiful source of villagers. So it's important to make sure that your farmers are doing well. I don't recommend just coming in and jacking all of their crops, because that will stall the reproduction of the village and the ultimate growth, which is what really will support you and help you there. It is time to build the farm of your dreams. We have our shovel, we have our hoe, a bucket of water, we've got seeds. We do have some of the optional things, trapdoors and bone meal, and we do have torches for lighting. Fences we can come back to if we really want it. So there are many ways that you can build your farm. The key is making sure that blocks that you use your hoe on to plow are not more than 4 blocks away from your water source. You can create a long stream with 4 blocks on each side, or you can do what I've done here. 1 water source in the middle, and then 4 going in all directions. This has been the most efficient way I have found to create a farm. What I am doing with multiple crop options is that I will use 1 for wheat, another one for carrots, and so on and so forth. Might as well clear all this out and try to get some seeds for this wheat farm. Okay, 27 seeds is a very decent start. 28 actually, okay, 29. Let's go ahead and plant these seeds. Advancement, a seedy place. And there we go. And in order to place our next one, we're going to go from the middle here. I like to keep everything pretty aligned. We're gonna skip a block, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where our water source is going to be. I like to give myself a little bit of space, and the reason I like to give myself a little space in between each of my farms with different crops is so that I can properly light them. I also like the aesthetic a little bit better, and personally kind of separating things out. I just like the way it looks personally, but you can make your farm however you want. You can plant all of your crops in this area. It does not matter. Anyway, so we're gonna use our plow to till the ground, and it cannot be more than 4 blocks. Voila! Something you need to know about tilling the ground is that when you are around your crop farm, avoid jumping on your crops. Otherwise, you're just gonna create more work for yourself. We'll take this extra wheat seed that we just got as well and plant it. It's becoming nighttime. We'll take these beetroot seeds and we'll plant them. And then next up is carrots, which we will do on the morrow. Let's go to bed real quick. And voila, we've got our farm. Super straightforward there. We place a block in the middle with a water source, and then we till with our hoe 4 blocks around in all directions. And that allows us to use 96 blocks for growing crops for each individual crop. And you can see we've got our wheat, we've got our beetroots, we've got our carrots, and we've also got our potatoes. Now, you're not the only one that can mess with this by accidentally stepping on your recently tilled ground and ruining your crops. So can other mobs, and so it's important to try to protect it, especially from some of the hostile mobs. Easiest way to do that is to make sure that you use your lighting effectively. One of the things that we're going to do is utilize a trap door to cover our water source, so that way we can place a torch on it. This also serves as making it easier for us to work this ground without having to worry about falling in the water. So it's easy to capture the things without them falling in and jumping out. It just makes it a whole lot easier if you can cover them with a trap door. So you cover, you take your torch, you shift click, so that way you don't open the trap door like that. Shift, and it places the torch on top as well. So that way we can very efficiently light the middle of each of our fields. Check this out. Already got ruined. Exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to take our hoe and retill it. And because it just got ruined, that's a perfect example and an opportunity to let you know that fences may be a super great friend to you. Surrounding your crop fields with fences will prevent animals from walking all over them and potentially ruining them, as well as other mobs. I'm not the biggest fan early game of dressing this up and making it look amazing. I really just want to make sure that it's functional. And after I've done some of the bigger activities in my hardcore server, then I'll come back and dress it up. You might find some benefit from utilizing bone meal. You get bones from skeletons. It can be very dangerous to go and fight them, but I do notice in the early mornings, if you go wandering around your village or places that aren't well lit, after they've burnt up in the sun, they still do drop their bones and arrows often. So might be a way to get some free bone meal without putting your life at risk during a fight. You'll also find bones often in chests, especially in like desert temples or down in mine shafts, sometimes even in your village loot, which is where we got this stuff. So you want to kind of expand the farm a little quicker, accelerate things a little bit, feel free to come over and just right click on your crop, wait till it's fully grown, just like that, and voila. Now we can take these 3 carrots and turn them into 8. And we've expanded the farm pretty significantly there. Oh, we got mobs. We're going to bed. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Sound the alarm. What up, dude? Whew. I wasn't nervous. You were nervous. Okay, look, see. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That Skelly's gonna burn up, and we'll see if he drops anything. Oh, he's not burned up because he's hiding under a tree. The very tree that I planted is now protecting my enemy. I'm gonna freaking cut you down. You understand me? You understand me? Don't ever hit this guy. Fun fact. Okay, moving on. Got some zombie flesh. This is something that you can eat. However, I do not recommend it. Excuse me. Get off of my land. Not gonna mess with that creeper. We're out. We're out. See you later. And that is it, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it was useful to you to build an efficient farm, especially early game in your survival or hardcore world. And if you did enjoy this video or you found benefit from it, please leave a like. And if you are enjoying the series so far, consider subscribing for more episodes coming twice a week. But that will do it for me. Hope you guys like this. I'll catch you guys in the run! Oh my gosh! I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, that was not scripted.